It's bursting its skin in so many ways.
We'll come back tomorrow. I mean, Judy's not going anywhere. Where would she go to?
Take me home. I'm a monster movie addict. When we were little kids, it was my brother who wanted to be a cop. Me? A monster. I wanted to be the monster they had to call the Air Force out to defeat, to shoot me down off the Calgary Tower, my father leading the troops, calling off the attack at the last moment. I should probably go see a shrink. Maybe I should give Ray a call, invite him back over. What time is it? Midnight. And do what, play tiddlywinks? I'm not going to sleep, though. I'm worried for Judy. If something happens to her, I'll never forgive myself. Hi, Judy.
Oh, you scared me. I didn't see you coming, Tanis. Hey, I thought you were going to the coast already.
Where's the Jack tonight?
I don't know. I haven't seen him since last night.
Did you see him after he drove off with that old man last night?
What old man?
When's the last time you had something to eat, Judy? You look pallid. Let's go for a sandwich and have a long talk.
Why?
Because I know you're upset about something.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Please. I'm fine.
Okay, so a few nights ago, that old guy drives up and he asks me out. So I drive around the block and he parks and he asks me what my name is. Judy. And he goes, I want to give you something, Judy. Here. And he hands me an envelope. And it's full of Tanis. I couldn't even count it all. It made me dizzy to look at the numbers. I didn't know what to say.
What did he say?
He said it was a gift to help me get off the street. He said he would help me in any way I needed to get a brand new start in life. And then he wrote his phone number down on the envelope.
What did you do with the money?
This is stupid, I know. I told the Jack what happened, and he took it all. He didn't give me any of it. And then he noticed the phone number on the envelope, and he gets this gleam in his eye, and he goes, call the guy up. Say I found the money, and I took it all from you. Say you need some more. Say you want to buy your freedom from me and start a new life for yourself. Say you're desperate. And I go, I don't know if I can pretend that, Jack. And he goes, can. And then he hits me in the eye, and he goes, there. That'll prove to him how desperate you are.
Right.
I was so nervous. I kept getting the numbers all backwards. But finally he answered, and he seemed really concerned for me. He said he'd come by the next night, and he does. He picks me up, and he goes, this is for your future, Judy. Hide it. The man won't find it. I believe in you, Judy. But it wasn't more money, Tanis. It was a key to a locker at the Greyhound bus depot.
What did you tell the Jack?
I said the guy was a creepster after all, and he wouldn't give me any more money.
What did he say?
Nothing. He got that look in his eyes again, and then he went to the phone booth, and he took out the envelope with the phone number on it, and I hear him go, that's right, old man, I'm not lying to you. I want $10,000 tonight. Same time, same place, or I'll kill Judy and throw her in the river.
And that was last night when the man came by and the Jack got into the car with him.
That's right.
What was in the locker, Judy?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I went there, but I couldn't get the key to work. It was the right number, but it wouldn't fit.
Where's the key?
I lost it.
Oh, Judy.
I did.
What was the locker number?
81. Why are you so interested in all of this?
Because I like you. Because I want to help you.
Can I go to the coast with you?
Look, Judy, I have to tell you a couple of things. The first one is that the old man, his name was Russell Rutledge, and he's dead now.
Did the Jack kill him?
That's what I'm trying to find out. And this next thing is hard for me, Judy. Even harder than telling you about Rutledge. That I'm a cop.
I loved you like a sister, Tanis.
Judy, don't run away. I'm not going to shake you down. I'll go back to the depot with you. I chase her for a couple of blocks, but she knows the neighborhood better. I lose her down the alley behind the hotel. It's like she runs into black and just vanishes. So I go to the Greyhound bus depot. I'm thinking she might have lied to me about losing the key. I find the locker, the key's in the lock, and the locker's empty. I toss and turn in bed all night. I dream I'm clinging to the Calgary Tower with airplanes buzzing around me, and I'm shouting at the top of my lungs, "Daddy! Daddy!" It's noon the next day. I feel like hell. I'm at Caruso's waiting for Ray. What are you grinning about?
Guess whose body they dragged out of the river this morning?
Say the Jack.
The Jack.
Where'd they find him?
Down from the zoo at the weir. His skull was cracked open.
The Jack was extorting Rutledge.
How do you know?
I went back and talked to Judy after you dropped me off. The Jack told Rutledge he'd kill her if he didn't come through with 10 grand.
Why? What was their relationship?
Rutledge was a caretaker. It's a metaphor, Donaldson.
You've got to stop going against procedures, Ace. Off-duty uniforms don't go sticking their noses into cases without orders. You'll get a suspension, sure as hell. There's going to be an inquest, and you're the reporting officer. Be ready.
Right.
You look awful. Didn't you sleep well?
I remember the day I decided to be a cop, Ray. I was up in that place at the top of the Calgary Tower. I was meeting my dad for lunch. We hadn't seen each other for more than a year. My life had been going backwards. I was 18 years old, and
What's the matter?
Backwards.
Eh?
Kathleen Mary McLean was 18 years old when she went to be with the Lord.
What?
Russell Rutledge lived in apartment 18.
You're losing me, Ace. Where are you going?
It's all in the way you look at things, Ray. Judy didn't lie to me about losing the locker key. She really did. And of course it didn't fit. When she gets really nervous, her eyes play tricks. She saw the number on the locker key backwards. Either that or I might get arrested. Open wide, Mr. Locke. Say ah. Bingo. I take the gym bag out of my locker and go to my car. It's full of money, lots of it. Life savings, I suppose. There's also a letter in the gym bag and an 8x10 framed photograph. The letter is for Judy, and the photograph is of a girl who bears such a striking resemblance to her it takes my breath away. And so does the letter. Dear Judy, my name is Russell Rutledge.
I only know your name because you told me, and I don't even know if that's your real name. I drive past you every day, though, going home from work. I'm a caretaker of a school, and I've saved all of this money, and it's yours to do with what you want, and I hope you choose wisely. You don't have to worry about the man anymore, because I'm going to take care of him for you, and you don't have to think about me afterwards, because I'll be gone too. Judy, a long time ago, I caused something terrible to happen, which has haunted me ever since. And I must find the courage now to redeem myself, to give something back to the world. I beg you to get on a bus and start a new life. The pretty young lady you see in the photograph was about your age when she died, and I loved her very much. Let her be your guardian angel. Yours truly, Russell Rutledge.
I walked down the river to the weir where they pulled the Jack out. There's a sluiceway there for drawing debris from in front of the head and pushing it to the edge of the river. It's amazing what kind of stuff you can find there. Homeless people are sometimes seen here finding things for survival. And there it is, a baseball bat. It has Ramsey Elementary printed on it, and it's cracked. I leave it there. At the inquest, I reveal what I know about the extortion plot between Rutledge and the Jack. There's motive for murder both ways, but no certainty. The bag and the money get entered as evidence, and the case gets shelved until Judy is found. What I don't reveal is Rutledge's letter to Judy and the photograph of Kathleen Mary McLean, and I'm not ever going to. Not to anyone. I trace the name and Rutledge's past comes forward. He's a school teacher in a small town in New Brunswick, his very first job. He falls in love with one of his grade 12 students, Kathleen. She gets pregnant from him and jumps off a bridge out of shame. Rutledge moves out west, betroths his grief, takes up the mop, and begins his lonely penitence. To finally find Judy doesn't take long. In Vancouver, dead from a drug overdose. The case gets filed under ongoing unsolved, and I'm trying to convince the authorities to donate Rutledge's money in both of their names to an organization devoted to getting underage prostitutes off the street. I've suspended. That was just today, and right now I'm walking along the river, and I'm going to cry or scream or punch something in about 3 seconds. My heart is a big fistful of what-ifs, and I really wonder if I'm cut out for this job. Have to try, though. That's my nature.
This has been Episode 1 of Bailey's Way by Gordon Pengilly. Simply Judy, starring Esther Purvis-Smith as Tanis Bailey. Lindsay Burns played Judy. Terry Belville was the Jack. Les Carlson played Rutledge. And Grant was Donaldson. With them were David Lorraine as Sergeant, Kate Newby as the neighbor woman, Donna Belville as Mrs. Tetley, Grant Reddick as the coroner, and Bruce Parkhouse as the manager. The music was in the hands of 4-score-and-7, featuring Dave Hamilton, Phil Hall, Neil Bentley, Tom Moon, Ray McAndrew, Keith Flowen, and Miles Jackson. The recording engineer was Bob Doble, who also created the sound effects. The program was produced and directed in Calgary by Marty Fishman.